Alright everybody, how we doing right now? A lot of you may already know that I am actually a Boston Red Sox fan, but my second team, believe it or not, is the New York Mets. Now, part of that is because of my hatred for the Yankees, and I want to see the Mets be the best team in New York. Part of that is also that one of my good friends and number one fan, SheaGoodbye, from YouTube, of course. He is a big Mets fan, and I always root for the Mets when they're in the playoffs. But of course, it's been a while since the Mets have been in the playoffs, so as promised, I would like to do a little video shout out to the New York Mets, my playoff team of choice for 2015, and I really do hope that they will go far. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Obviously, there's a lot of good teams in the National League, the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Pirates, the Dodgers, and the Mets, all in it. The Mets recently clinching their first division title since 2006, and, well, we'll see if they can repeat that performance and maybe get to the World Series this time and maybe win it. But what I have to say is, and I've liked the Mets for a while. It's not like I just kind of jumped on the bandwagon here. I've known a lot about the Mets going back to probably 2004, 2005. Obviously, I don't know as much about them as I know with the Red Sox. I don't know all the ins and outs, all their prospects, all their management and all that. I know Terry Collins has done a great job. I know, they had a couple of unfortunate collapses in 2007 and 2008. They could have been in the playoffs again, but they weren't. And, since then, they've been kind of a middling team, not quite that good. And when the Phillies were good, the Mets were down. And the Nationals had a couple of good years. But now it is the Mets' turn. And really, all this year, you have to say, nobody expected the Mets to win the National League East. Even when they were, they've been good pretty much all year. But they've really turned it on in August and September. But, everyone expected the Mets to fade. Everybody expected, the Mets are decent, but, the Nationals will overtake them. And that didn't happen. And it's weird because I kind of like the Washington Nationals too, but it's good to see the Mets in the playoffs. It really is, and it's going to be a great playoff, particularly in the National League because of the Cubs and the Mets and the Dodgers. A lot of teams with tradition on their side. Certainly the Cardinals have been there a lot. The Pirates recently have been really good, and we're just going to see what happens. But I would like to just congratulate the Mets and their fans for a really great season so far. I was actually among those who was thrilled that they got Yoenis Cespedes at the trading deadline. I thought that was a fantastic move. I didn't know how good of a move it would be. It's turned out to be even better than expected, and they've always had the pitching. Whether or not Matt Harvey becomes a big part of it, we'll see, but they've always had, Matt Harvey, Syndergaard, Jacob deGrom, even Steven Matz, you can throw him in there. They've had a great, 1 through 3 in their pitching staff, 1 through 4 even, and that's going to be how they win if they win in the playoffs. But we'll see what happens pretty soon. But I just wanted to, hold up my end of the deal. Red Sox are long out of it, but the Mets, they have a real chance. So we'll see what happens here. Once again, I'd like to say congratulations to the New York Mets on their 2015 National League East Division title. Let's keep it going.